As we previously left off, Frieza goes full power, eventually clashing with Raditz. As these two begin to fight, it seems like it's a notable battle, a battle that is really close. Of course, Raditz got the edge due to him training, so although this battle is close, for the long run, it's not in Frieza's favor. Due to his immense stamina drain, Raditz is able to get the upper hand on him, eventually pinning Frieza down and defeating him. Instead of killing him, he wants to torture Frieza for what he did, for what he had to endure. Yeah, sure, he never cared about the Saiyans anyway, but the fact that he can just kill the Saiyans to get away with it without telling them is beyond his belief. Not only that, Raditz believes that he is the legendary Super Saiyan, the Super Saiyan for everything. The Super Saiyan that stand above all. And for one day, Frieza's gonna wreak his wrath against the Super Saiyan. Now, before someone says something, I'm just gonna clarify this. Super Saiyan will still be a transformation, but however, I feel like saving it for the long run will kind of be a surprise. And also, not only that, giving him Super Saiyan this early would kind of break the story. I mean, to be fair, they have Frieza's potential, but it's not really that broken. I mean, in 10 years, he's rivaling Beerus, so... And besides, it's kind of funny to believe that Raditz is a Super Saiyan despite him not having the transformation. But however, we're gonna let this man dream. Raditz begins to beat down on Frieza. Every time Raditz begins to beat down Frieza, Frieza becomes a little bit more desperate, making up false promises like he didn't blow Planet Vegeta, the wind did. As after this, Raditz began beating Frieza more and more. As Frieza became more desperate, he said, "Enough all of this!
You're not gonna embarrass me this time!"
As Frieza begins to throw up a death ball towards the core, which he ends up successfully doing, but however, it doesn't instantly destroy the planet. But one thing for certain, the planet's on a tick of time bomb. Raditz begins to actually try his hardest to kill Frieza in time, which he managed does. With one double Sunday, it's enough to destroy and eradicate Frieza. Raditz will make sure that he kills Frieza in a short amount of time. As for eventually, he shoots a full power double Sunday towards Frieza, ultimately killing him in the process. Just to make sure he's dead, he eradicated what's left of Frieza as he begins to fly away. As Raditz begins to find his ship before the planet starts blowing up, eventually leaving the planet's atmosphere as he begins to blow up on his own, leaving no witnesses, no survivors, nothing. Although the fight was easy, Raditz became victorious as Raditz begins to smile, saying, "I did it. I beat that bastard by myself, with no Vegeta, no Nappa, no one. I didn't have to resort to my Hazaru form, I was that strong." As he begins to celebrate inside a space pod, but however, he does question the Frieza Force. How would they react? As he could rule over the Frieza Force, but then he realized rebellions could happen. Who knows, they might revive Frieza. Not only that, some of them might call other people to help them, such as King Cole or Cooler. There has been rumors going on that Frieza had a brother named Cooler who was older and stronger than him, but however, it was just rumors. But ultimately, he would decide to destroy all the parts of the Frieza Force, making really good sure that there's no witnesses or no one in the Force that can stop him. And so, Raditz began going on a killing spree. I mean, I can't really explain it that much because Raditz is just killing more Frieza Forces. Some of them are in ships, some of them are on planets. Hell, some of them were even trapping and they still kill them. I mean, it's kind of crazy. They were rolling dice. Next thing you know, they became dice. Literally. So then, we head for a little time skip in 753. The reason why I forgot to mention that is, to be honest with you, I thought it wasn't important, but then I realized I have to make the timelines make sense at least. Oh yeah, we're at age 753. Goku at this time is fighting Tien, while the Frieza Force would have been finished off at this point, due to not only having a leader, also someone had been hunting them like Kraven the Hunter. Yeah, all I gotta say at this point, Raditz would probably be chilling. Yeah, he'll just be chilling. But let's not talk about Raditz at this point. We're gonna talk about someone else, Cooler. So you see, Cooler's been studying this for a long time. His brother went missing on a long deserted planet. Although he never really cared about Frieza, it's kind of interesting because he would at least hear death threats for his brother, but this time he never heard from him for 2 years. Something must have happened to him. Like I said, he doesn't care about Frieza, but someone could be stronger than Frieza and might pose a threat to him. Although Cooler is way stronger than Frieza, it's just interesting how Frieza could have been defeated, especially when he had everything on lockdown. King Cole will be interested as well. He doesn't care about his son Frieza, but however, someone could have easily taken him down and might also pose a threat to him. He would have to investigate this as well. King Cole would think, who could have been strong enough to take them out? I mean, it could have been the Saiyans. But then again, the Saiyans were weak, and the strongest guy there was technically 180,000. Frieza could have easily handled that. It could be other races, but however, he doesn't speculate. But he doesn't let that cross his mind too much, as he has his own empire to run. Sucks to suck for Frieza, huh? But Cooler, on the other hand, he's interested. He wants to see what happened to Frieza, and so, as he began to fly towards Frieza's planet, as for eventually he would arrive there, all he'll see is like dead creatures or dead species on the ground. This will kind of surprise Cooler because Cooler was expecting him to fight, not everyone to be dead. But however, he searched through Frieza's planet, eventually finding a computer. It seems like there's some pods out there. One of them managed to lose signal on Earth. I mean, he could search through Earth, but however, the planet's weak and unvaluable. Nah, I'll skip that. There's another attack pod on a different planet. It seems like it's closer nearby. As Cooler begins to track down the space pod, eventually arriving there. As Raditz will be on the planet gathering resources, Raditz will think to himself, a Frieza force coming towards him. He doesn't mind this, but however, he reminisced that the ship looked oddly weird. And not to mention, there's a big power there. Although it's not big as his, he could probably handle it. But this interests him. Who could be in that ship? As for eventually, the ship will land on the planet, as soldiers begin coming out trying to surround Raditz, which Raditz will quickly go into the air, shooting key blasts at them, killing all the soldiers in the progress. Who are those guys really? They don't look like they're part of Frieza's ship. We never even heard about these guys. Frieza would have already mentioned them, but soon Raditz's question will be answered by someone who's standing right in front of him. As they both begin to stare at each other in silence, but however, the man will speak. Are you the one that killed my brother? As Raditz will say, what? What are you talking about? But then he realized he's talking about Frieza. Wait, Frieza? Is this guy's brother? Raditz would be kind of surprised about this encounter. I mean, they both have similar features, but I didn't think they were both brothers. But while seeing this, Raditz's shock would turn to a smile as he'll look at Cooler as he says, so, you are brother of Frieza's. Yeah, I killed that guy a long time ago. What's it to you? You try to get sweet revenge? As Cooler would say. Cooler begins to say, personally, I don't care about my brother. As a matter of fact, I didn't even care that he died. He deserved to die. He's always been a screw-up, just like Father. But however, I'm gonna prove to Father, prove to Frieza that I'm better than both of them, stronger. Unlike Frieza, I could actually finish the job, taking out the whole monkey race one by one. As Raditz would hear this, he would tell Cooler to bring it on. As for Cooler would, Cooler and Raditz begin to fight. At first, it seemed like they're both kind of relevant, but it seemed like Raditz just has the edge and power by a long shot. Cooler would be shocked that a monkey was able to defeat Frieza. More importantly, he thought that he did a sneak attack on Frieza, but he didn't know that Raditz was this strong. As a matter of fact, Cooler congrats Raditz, saying that you made it this far. I can see how my brother loses, but I'm not going to make the same mistake this time. As Cooler begins shooting key blasts in a random direction, causing Raditz to be blind for a second due to the dust of debris everywhere. Cooler begins to transform. He begins to transform to his final form. He's not wasting no time. As soon as he transforms, he tells him, witness my full power. I'm nowhere near Frieza's level. I'm above that and beyond. As Cooler begins to beat down on Raditz, as Raditz will let out grunts. As Cooler continued the assault, Raditz begins to get desperate more and more, as he'll say, damn it, I can't lose to this guy. Even after I've done for it, even after all of this, I lose to Frieza's brother. I'm not letting the past kick my ass, especially as I fought this far. No, I'm not letting him beat me. Raditz will spell key blast at Cooler, but however, the attacks won't affect Cooler. As a matter of fact, the whole point of the attacks was to make Cooler fall through the ground. As Cooler begins to fall through, Raditz would take advantage of this opportunity as he would throw up a ball in the sky. Something that Vegeta and Nappa taught him. Something that he seen a long time ago. Hell, he learned and mastered this technique even by his father. We all know the technique was. It is the artificial moon as he throws it into the sky. He has been practicing this technique. This technique he was wondering for in case a strong fighter comes. In this case, Cooler is a great example of this technique. This technique is known as the Kari form. Basically, this gives the Saiyan the power of Azaru, but at the cost of them being in their normal state. Eventually, with some practice of it, Raditz is able to pop it off as eventually he would not have no changes upon with his streak. As Cooler begins to get out of the hole Raditz has created, he begins to look at the sky, and as he would see like something small, like a little ball. It's compressed with ki inside of it, but however, Cooler would phase this. As a matter of fact, Cooler would shoot it down just in case, but however, Raditz begins to block the attack as he begins to go on assault towards Cooler. Cooler can't do nothing but defend. Cooler gets more desperate more and more as he eventually tries to think of a plan. He can destroy the planet right now as he speaks, but however, Raditz is not going to let that happen. Soon, with one blast, he's able to eradicate Cooler, eventually in him. As Raditz will realize that he is able to end off Frieza's brother, someone who's more superior, someone who actually gave him a run for his money. He almost lost to him, but however, Raditz will be thinking to himself, what's in that ship? As a matter of fact, there's something else in that ship as well. As he begins to look on the ship, eventually finding technology. Not just normal technology, this technology is more advanced than Frieza's. Not to mention, not only that, there's food, water, hell, even a bed. Raditz would think to himself, I have hit the jackpot. And so, Raditz would declare the new ship as home. As eventually, time would pass again. As we read age 761. which is also the events of Dragon Ball starting. Through the beginnings, Goku and Gohan would have their own adventures, well, as eventually they would lead to Kami's house. Goku would arrive, along with his son Gohan as well. Wait, he has a son? Other than their confusion of Gohan being there, it goes successful. As a matter of fact, since there's no Raditz, Goku never dies. Due to Goku and Piccolo not teaming up, Piccolo's are gonna act like the same as he was a canon. They're hostile towards Goku and Gohan. But however, he wouldn't be there stalking or spying on them due to there no Raditz appearing. Not only that, Vegeta and Nappa wouldn't really come at this time. Due to not hearing what the Dragon Balls are capable of, Vegeta and Nappa would avoid this planet for right now. Keyword, right now. And soon, a year will pass. As a matter of fact, 2 years will pass. Goku would have been coming back for Yard Records point. Eventually, at that point, 4 years would pass, and now we're reaching Android Saga. But guess what? There's no Android Saga. Due to Goku being a lot more stronger, that means Jiro never make it out the lab or stable on his motorcycle. 17, 18 doesn't even exist at this point. So at 16 and Jiro. I also just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support. This is where I'm going to end up the video. Sorry guys if you want a longer part. It's just that if I keep procrastinating, it'll take longer and longer, as eventually this should have took me a week to make, but however I made it take a month. And so without further ado, I'm Jay. Please like or share. Peace out.